Rockstar Games is terrible, ladies and gentlemen. I had my expectations so low, and boy oh boy was I still disappointed. Now, yesterday, ladies and gentlemen, PlayStation had a showcase, and before I get into the negativity, if you will, I'm going to be positive. There were some cool games. They showed a Wolverine game that was coming out from Insomniac, Spider-Man 2, Ghostwire Tokyo looks like a banger, and there's plenty of other awesome-looking titles that are coming my way. I'm personally excited for the new Horizon game. Now, in amongst that showcase was a turd known as Grand Theft Auto 5. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Rockstar Games has made a grand total of 2 games in the last 7 years. One of them is GTA 5, one of them is GTA 5 again, and one of them is going to be GTA 5 one more time. There's also another game called Red Dead Redemption 2, but because Red Dead Online and the 3 people that play it don't exactly make up a crap ton of microtransaction purchases, we're just going to stick with GTA Online, a game that, by the way, apparently last year alone made them about $1 billion. Now, since then, they've released this trailer for GTA 5, releasing on the PS5 and the Xbox Series X, and probably not the PC, because you already have it on the PC. So, ladies and gentlemen, they're getting absolutely ratioed. Like, if you look at it right now, there's 11,000 people living in the blue world of the Matrix, the blue pill world, and there's 18,000 people that are actually rubbing 2 brain cells together. Now, to understand, this is from PlayStation, okay? There's plenty of this trailer floating around. I just want to look over some of the new enhancements, if you will, because I want to laugh at it together. I'm angry, I am pissed off, and frankly, I need to vent, okay? Hell yeah, dude. Content inappropriate for children. Woo! All right, here we go. We got Franklin looking over the city. GTA 5. I want to redirect some attention. I found this on the good old Chans. I don't know if this is like, leaks from somebody whose uncle works at Rockstar, or maybe like, the used dildo dealer. But this is the amount of copium people were huffing, expecting the most minor of features really to come, okay? Things like online content just shuffling over to the single player, which might actually happen. People were expecting an update to the AI and physics, which could have happened, I would assume, but, this is literally living in a fantasy land. You'll quickly find out in this trailer, none of this stuff really makes it in. Let's just look at this disappointment now. Here it is. It's single player mission. This is the Paleto Bay job. All right. Welcome back to Los Santos. We never left, Rockstar. We never left Los Santos. We've only had this GTA game for the last 7 years. Who the hell are they referring to? The 3 people playing Red Dead Redemption 2? Welcome back, guys. Welcome back to Los Santos. My voice just cracked, dude. I'm reversing puberty. That's how wild it is. Hell yeah, dude. Improved graphics. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you don't have to be Mr. fucking Magoo to realize that, ladies and gentlemen, this isn't exactly improved graphics. I'm going to wager this is the same graphics that are available on every PC. If you have a halfway decent computer, you can set GTA to run on high settings, maybe even a little bit of that ultra, and get maybe a better effect than what you're witnessing over here. So, unless we're talking about the game running at 60 frames on the PS5, which I honestly have no reason to imagine it won't, this is not improved, okay? Right now, there are people that modify GTA 5 that make better graphics. And I'm not talking about, like, the graphic mods where they just make the roads all wet. Like, I'm not talking about this shit, okay? This is like an extreme end. I'm not talking about the tsunami in Los Santos graphics. This is from the average community right now that's currently working in the graphic space. You'll probably realize that GTA 5 can be modded to look way better than what Rockstar is issuing. Forget the vehicle mods. Just look at the world environments, the texture, the lighting changes, all from the modding community. But we'll get to Rockstar's great hate boner for them too. Enhanced gameplay. Oh, you mean the same mission that we played a bunch of times? The Molly mission where you're chasing her through Los Santos all the way to the airport? We're talking about that's enhanced gameplay. Oh shit, dude. Wait, the Vangelico heist? Bro, look at that bike ride. Woo! Do you imagine that? That's enhanced gameplay? That's the same gameplay we've had for the last iterations of GTA 5. This is a banger, dude. Look at this one. This is seamless character switching. Ooh, you can switch from Michael to Trevor in like a second. This is something that baffles the ever-loving crap out of me. So this isn't even something Rockstar had to go out and really program. Because at the end of the day, the PS5 and the Xbox Series S and X come with SSD drives, which dramatically make game loading faster. It's one of the biggest improvements in this generation of gaming that people have noticed. And it's something totally that Rockstar didn't have to do. They're just releasing GTA 5 on systems that have better loading anyways. In fact, here's a clip from the GTA Reddit from a user who decided to showcase the actual game running on their Xbox Series S and basically getting the same enhancements. So here they're on Michael. They're currently switching over to what I believe to be Franklin or Trevor, and the game is zooming out, quickly going over to Vespucci Beach, zooming in to Trevor. Bam, there you go. It's not as snappy, I agree, but that's also a trailer that we're watching, and let it be reminded that the gameplay trailer of the original GTA 5 had this seamless character switching too. Look, Rockstar probably made it a second faster, but that's because they're optimizing it for those specific system builds, okay? This is the game running as it is with these enhanced drives, all right? This is not something Rockstar's going out of their way to do, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, don't believe a word. Look at this feature, explosive action. Boy, another heist they're showing. Yeah, this whole scene never happened, I guess, in the other GTA games. I guess their idea of visual enhancements are also these massive lens flares that are happening at the top. Yeah, this is exactly what we wanted out of graphical features. How about you motion blur that shit up too while you're at it? I mean, fuck it, why not, right? Here's another shot too. This is Franklin driving, and I think people have noticed that right now every license plate is like caked in urine. I don't know if this is a rendering bug or whether Rockstar decided that piss yellow was suddenly fashionable, but I'm gonna imagine this probably won't make it to the final build of the game. If this is your only idea of a graphical difference, Rockstar, my god, what a letdown. But they're basically showing you the heist footages, some of the, more bombastic moments. But then you also experience GTA Online. Woo! And look at you walk around. Now don't get me wrong, GTA Online looks nice. You've definitely got a bunch of NPCs. Look at that helicopter. Wait a minute, guys. Flying vehicles and jets blowing up? This is the kind of stuff that people hate out of GTA Online, but I'm glad that Rockstar is showing it like it's somehow accepted in the community, right? Honestly, what Rockstar should show is a bunch of motorcycles flying through the air, blowing your shit up, and the text chat on the side going, ja, 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 ja. I promised myself that I wouldn't let my blood pressure go after a certain point, but you know what? It's hard not to, man. It really is hard not to. But that generally is GTA. It's actually been delayed to March 2022. I don't know why. Unless they're adding, a big chunk of expanded gameplay, sure. But see, what we actually witnessed over here wasn't even true enhancements. It's not like the jump from PS3 to PS4 where there actually was a noticeable visual jump. Quite honestly, this just looks like the same game at slightly higher settings than PS4, if that. And speaking of the enhanced graphics, there's also one shot that I wanted to show you, okay? When I say slightly higher settings, I'm also neglecting to inform you that the rear view mirrors do not work in the game at all, okay? So if you look very closely, they're still using the same shoddy reflections from the PS3, PS4 era, okay? Now, I'm not asking them to put a ray tracing system into their render. That obviously takes time and effort, but they couldn't even be bothered to improve this mosaic block on your rear view mirror. That's where Rockstar is now, ladies and gentlemen. Now, to understand, this is a situation where not only are they letting us down, but Take-Two, Rockstar's parent company, is currently busy filing lawsuits on people who are putting hours of their own life into modding a game. Some games well over 10, 15 years old. If you look a couple days ago, Take-Two was filing a lawsuit against the people who were reverse engineering the original GTA 3, Vice City, and Liberty City stories. Games that are quite old, games that Rockstar really isn't selling in any notable capacity, and if there is a level of piracy to be happening, I don't think it's necessarily significant enough. See, these people are reverse engineering these games to add things like proper 60 frame support, widescreen support, basically preserving the game to its utmost degree. And while I believe personally they are legally in the right, Take-Two has decided to flex their own legal muscle and basically shut these people out into silence. There's also individuals that are out there basically creating a lot of mods for GTA 5, 4, and various games. Mods where they're putting in maps from different GTA games into GTA 5. Like, for instance, Vice Cry Remastered, where they're porting Vice City's map all the way into GTA 5. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I understand Rockstar's control of their IP and trademark, but these people are doing all of this for free. Basically, all these mods, if anything, are contributing to all the money that Rockstar is making. Do you honestly believe if it wasn't for a bunch of streamers, the biggest streamers over on Twitch and YouTube, to sit down and promote GTA 5 through the GTA role-playing by using the 5M online mod, that Rockstar didn't make a significant chunk of their game sales through just that? There are people I know that have never touched the single player and the multiplayer. They just bought GTA 5 off of Steam, downloaded 5M, and started role-playing as a crack addict in Los Santos. And that's their idea of fun. That's what they enjoyed. Point is, they gave money to Rockstar. Rockstar literally can print money, and they make games that I guess are so good that the community is willing to put hours of their life into updating them, revitalizing them, and then taking it up the ass from Take-Two Legal, okay? That's another thing that drives me insane. So this expanded and enhanced GTA 5 couldn't even rectify anything related to it. In fact, GTA 5 and Red Dead Redemption are games where Rockstar themselves do not care. These are games to this day that still leak your IP address every time you connect to the online without a VPN. And by leaking your IP address, I mean, hey, every time I sign on to GTA, people are trolling me, and then they take my IP address and boot me off live streams. And Rockstar, all they could have done is implement some level of IP protection, and they haven't even done that to their online games. Not even GTA 5. We're talking all the way up to games like Red Dead Redemption 2, all right, very recently released. See, it seems to me that Rockstar is more interested in disappointing and not basically creating a new GTA game. Look, I'm sure there's a new Grand Theft Auto game down the mix. All right, I'm not an idiot. I understand this is a big multi-billion-dollar business, and they definitely have to make GTA 6. If anything, just to make GTA Online 2, which would be another cash cow. But unfortunately, GTA 5 is one of those titles that's become the new Skyrim, okay? I am sure it's going to be ported all the way up to PlayStation 7 at this rate, okay? And how many enhancements is it going to get? Nothing notable to wonder. Honestly, the biggest kick in the balls right now would be if GTA 5 releases on PS5 and it doesn't even have 60 frame support. But let me tell you right now, Rockstar is such a disappointing company that I wouldn't even be surprised if that was the case. If anything, I would probably expect it at this point. And you know, it's funny, the community right now is so consistently disappointed that this constant goat-seeing of expectations isn't exactly working anymore. The community isn't handling it, I'm not handling it, the most staunchest supporters of Rockstar are not handling it anymore. So if Take-Two would kindly get off their ass and start making GTA 6, or at least tell us GTA 6 is on the way, hey, here's a little trailer for you, okay? Or make Bully 2, or at least make a new Manhunt game, I would somewhat revitalize my love for the company. But yeah, basically, I don't like Rockstar. There are some cool games that are coming out from PlayStation next year, so I'm excited for that. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I had to get this vent out of the system. This is me, Muda, and I am out.